So let's talk about keywords because that's a big confusion for a lot of people on their websites, and so a lot of SEO white books and stuff are still out there. A lot of SEO monitoring software, and even your websites usually still have a spot for you to put keywords. So let's pretend that spot and those things are kind of like your appendix was. At some point in history, it served a purpose, but it no longer serves a purpose. And the reason why is that in the beginning, and again, remember, we're pretty new to the whole internet thing, right? E-commerce. And so in the beginning, the search engines wanted you to tell them what the page was about. And that didn't go very well. I have a picture up here of someone's, you know, meta fields on their what they're telling the search engines, and this is the keywords that they use. So truck accessories, interior trucks. So this is a site that's trying to get juice for all these words. It went way back, and I had to merge it down. I don't want to embarrass anybody, but the thing is that there's only 10 spots on the front page of Google, and you're not going to get there for all kinds of search terms, right? The search engines want to bring somebody to a page that's relevant to what they asked for. So if someone asks for bug shields, they go, well, yeah, okay, but they don't care about side window deflectors or exterior truck. So it is, you're not going to just blanket everything and go, I'm everything, right? Because the search engines go, my guy didn't want everything, or gal. And because, again, there's only 10 spots on the front page of any search, right? And I did Wrangler JK Lift Kit up here just to give you an example of what I'm talking about when I go through this. But so if you'll notice on here, there is only 10 valid spots on the front page that aren't ads. And if you'll look at what Google is looking at, right, why did they pick these 10 spots? Google has a taxonomy. So taxonomy means it is a physical word for category references, right? And so some of your sites might have that. The sites we build, that's where your categories are and stuff. And a category could be part of a taxonomy, but the word, never mind. It is, Google knows when someone's looking for beachwear that could be bathing suits and sandals and sand and buckets, right? So they have this huge thing that they know Wrangler is a Jeep, right? So they know things because they have to be able to find something that's relevant. But if you'll look, again, my search was Wrangler JK Lift Kit, and this is the first one that came up. So in your URL, you see Wrangler, you see JK, and you see Lift Kit, you see Lift Kits, but you know, sometimes again the S, and if you want to call me and talk about the difference between S and not S, we can. But it's in the URL, it's in the title, right? And it's in, Google even bolded that out for you. This is called the meta description, right? And if you can see where it stops and then it goes dot, 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 it's because you only get so many characters. A little more than a tweet, but not much. So if you'll notice, you're not going to see anything on the front page of Google that doesn't have the relevance to what you were looking for. And if you were to take your title and have all kinds of random stuff in front of it and then have this information to the back, right, where they cut off, you're not going to come up because it doesn't exist there. So there's some art to how to title things and put them in your meta descriptions. This meta description, and I'm not going to go to their site, but this was not the meta description on their page. They overwrote this, so somebody did this job. And you need to target. Now, sure, you're like, well, that's ridiculous and I can't compete with, yes, you can. Yes, you can compete, because I'll tell you what. So the bad news is there's only 10 spots on the front page of Google. The good news is that people search different ways. And so if you are smart, you're not just throwing out straws and seeing if something sticks. You are actually going to find out how they're searching. Because if you don't know how they're searching and you're spending any time, 1 minute that you're spending on this, that doesn't have a return on your investment of time and money, and your time is money, every minute you spend is less profit you made on that part. And this goes for the manufacturers as well as the dealers. And so maybe you didn't have to cut a check, but you are cutting a check, right? And so maybe that $20 you made on something was a negative 17 because you spent so much time doing stuff on your website that had absolutely no bearing on whether you were going to come up on a search engine. So stop wasting your time. Some of us, we get caught in that whole thing of, well, I'm busy, 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 and I'm doing stuff. Busy work doesn't make you money, right? Targeted busy work is a good thing, but only one spot, right, on the front page of Google. So when you know how to find out what this product is and you have the tool to tell you where and how people are searching, you can optimize those. But these are keywords, right? But they're not going on that page. These need to be in the title of the page, the URL of the page, and the meta description. So what do I mean by that? So this is a title tab up here, right? So it tells me what the name of that page is. And this is a source. Sorry, Extreme Terrain, that I had your page up there. But anyway, this is a title tab. And so there's over 200 filters that Google uses. And so just because you say these words doesn't automatically mean you go up there. Again, there's only 10 spots. But without saying these words, you are guaranteed not to come up. Now, so again, good news, bad news. The automotive industry is about 2 decades behind in understanding the technology for e-commerce. And so a little bit of correct work could see sales produce off your website in ways that would just freak you out, right? So again, trying to stick keywords into your meta fields like this is a completely horrible waste of your time. Don't do it. I do use keyword. I put a keyword in if I'm doing SEO just so that if I go back, I can know, did I want the S or the not S, right? Just so I can track it. But do not spend 1 minute on tags or unless your website is working tags to get them places. But the search engines are absolutely 100% not using them. They haven't used them in years. And so if you would like a one-on-one, I'm not saying I'm Miss Search Engine, but I bet I can help you identify some things on your website that may be costing you business right now. And I'm available. We'll schedule a time. I'll look at your website. And we'll talk about what are you trying to target and go over it. What do you have to lose, right? But don't lose by spending 1 minute on your keywords. So that was it. Again, thanks for listening. Hope this helped. Amanda, ASAP Network, 719-432-9415, 7 days a week. I know I have no life. All right, have a good day.